Yo, what's good? It's your boy Lesser Power. Welcome to another Elden Ring build video. Today I'm bringing you the ultimate vampire bleed build. This is one of the best bleed builds you can make in Elden Ring right now. I'm using the new great Katana infused with bleed using the Ash of War blood tax. All the gameplay footage is on New Game Plus 3. The enemies hit harder and they are tankier as well. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna let the rest of the footage speak for itself and then I'll come back and break down the build. I'll see y'all in a bit. Now we're going to go over one of the best builds I ever made for Elden Ring. For our main weapon, we're using the Blood Great Katana plus 25, and for our Ash of War, we're running Blood Tax. We use the Blood Affinity to increase the blood loss and gain arcane scaling on our Katana. We have 60 arcane on this build, giving us a total of 139 blood loss. And not only that, Blood Tax heals you as well. The purpose of this setup is to be able to cause bleed with almost every blood tax you do while also gaining health. We combine this with Millennia's Rune to help you gain even more health when you attack after being damaged, increasing the heal even further on your blood tax. Next we're going to knock out the tears for our flask and then we'll get back to the equipment. For our tears, we're running the new blood sucking tear. This drains 1% HP every second but gives you a flat 20% attack buff. Definitely makes a difference in your damage. This is also why we have extra healing on this build. 1% HP for 50 seconds is 50% HP, so be careful how you use it. Next we got the Thorny Crack tear. This is going to give you more damage with each consecutive attack. And this will proc instantly when using blood tax and will give you up to 20% extra damage. Alright, now we're going to knock out the rest of the build. We got the repeating crossbow plus 10. This is for your long range damage. It does great damage as well. Then we got the finger cell plus 25. This is to cast your spells. Next we got the brass shield plus 25. You can use any shield you want. This is the shield I feel comfortable with. For your armor, we got the circle of the light. We got the young lion's armor, the young lion's gauntlets, and the young lion's greaves. Next, for our talismans, we got the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. This is going to give you up to 20% damage reduction. Then we got the Lure of Blood Exhaustion. This is going to give you up to 20% bleed damage whenever a enemy is bleeding in their vicinity. Next, we got the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia. Greatly raised attack power with successful attacks. So this can give you up to 20% extra damage. And don't forget, Blood Tax just automatically procs this, as well as Millicent's Prothesis. So boost dexterity and raise attack power with successful attacks. Next, we got the Mimic Tier Ashes. And the best thing about the Mimic Tier Ashes is with Blood Tax, it can actually heal itself. So now your Tier Ashes can basically heal itself now, which is great. Alright, next we're going to knock out the spells. First spell is Golden Vow, and then we got Flame Grant Me Strength. These two are no-brainers. They're going to boost your attack by basically a lot together. And then we got Black Flame Protection. This is going to give you some damage reduction. It's great for the DLC. Next we got Flame Cleanse Me. This is going to cleanse you of Poison and Scarlet Rot. Then we got Bestial Vitality. This is to combat some of the health drain that's coming from the blood sucking tier. Next we got Flame Protect Me. This is going to give you some damage reduction from basically fire, because a lot of enemies in the DLC are basically have fire. And then my last thing is Lightning Spear. This is basically my favorite spell because it's quick, fast, and it has low FP. Alright man, lastly we're gonna knock out the stats. I built this setup for level 200. A lot of players should be close to that level now. Starting off with Vigor, you want at least 40 Vigor. Next for Mind, at least 25 Mind to use all your buffs. Endurance should be around 30 to 40. You need at least 20 Strength. Once Dex and Arcane are where you want them, focus on the Strength stat and it'll make this build even stronger, trust me. Dex should be around 60 or 70 if the Katana is the Katana's main scaling. Intelligence is not needed on this setup. You need 30 Faith to cast your buff spells for damage. And lastly, 50 Arcane. I would push for at least 60. I got 60 on my build. If you're high enough level, just so your blood tax can have those consistent bleeds. But that's the whole build. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.